Great. I think we have heard quite a bit so far. And next, we all believe that data and insights are critical to understanding how organizations are adopting AI and where the greatest opportunities lie, isn't it? And next, we move on to the launch of NASCOM Insights report on India's health tech patent journey from innovation to impact. To launch this report, I invite Ms. Neha Jain, Analyst at NASCOM Insights. Over to you, Ms. Neha.
Oh, hi, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. And before I get to the key findings of the report, I would just want to set the context as Dr. Nambia just said that, when we talk about innovation in India, it's majorly imported. So, one thing that we try to use this year as part of our IP initiative is to look at if we can use the data on patents in health tech to see are we really innovating or there is a lot more that needs to be done. So with that, I would request the team to set up the presentation. Meanwhile, before I get to the numbers and the data, there are certain boundaries that were set while we were doing this research. One is that all the data that we have used is for the period of 2011 to 2025. And since, patents take nearly 18 months to get to the databases, the 24 and 25 data that we have used is provisional. Secondly, we have used a standard taxonomy for health tech, which was vetted through industry leaders. But you can see the detailed taxonomy in the report. So that's our set boundary for the research. And thirdly, all the data that we have sourced is being done through an automated search on the Questal Orbit data base, and that is done through Sagacious Elevate, which is our data partner. So those are the broader boundaries that are set for our research. Yeah. All right. So if you look at the data, what we saw was that in India, more than 286,000 patents were filed during 2011 to 2025, while we only had 77,000 grants. If you look at the overall global health tech grant data, the share that India holds is just 2.3%. While you compare other geographies, you'll see US holds 15% and China holds 70%. So that is those are the comparable numbers where we see, where India is lagging. Now, if you look at the grant ratio, which is, of all the patents that are filed, how much are granted, India only has a grant ratio of 27%, while the global average comes at around 40%. And if you look at US and China specifically, they have a grant ratio of 53% and 37% respectively. So, all these numbers are kind of reflecting the fact that, India continues to underperform on patent conversion and, we are lagging on the global patent share as well. And the broader challenge that we see is obviously on the R&D investment side. So all of us know, the overall country's R&D spend is less than 1%. And while US and China both have more than 2.5% of their overall GDP. Now, even on the industry side, a recent BCG report which came through on the medtech industry, it said that Indian medtech firms, they only invest around 2 to 4% of their revenues on R&D, versus US and China, which has a share of over 10%. There, the organizations are putting more money. So at the end of it, the challenge remains that, funding gap actually impacts patent generation, quality innovation, basically, and advanced development and commercialization. And that kind of lags India on the global competitiveness front. Next slide. Yeah. In terms of key challenges, what we see, if you look at key trends that we are seeing, we looked at the grant data holistically and saw that, during the whole period, majority of the filings happened during 2016 and 2020, while the grants only came in after 2019, so in the bucket of 2020 and 2025. So one challenge that is broadly true for the overall Indian patent landscape is that there is a delay in the overall grant or the rejection process. So that delay remains, and that's true for health tech as well. Now, in terms of overall grants that are generated, Indian origin patents are 34%, which means, Indian resident organizations or startups or individuals, they account for 34% of all the grants, versus the remaining 66% is coming from non-resident population, which again comes to the point that, a lot of innovation that's happening and the grants that are coming from the MNC side. Now, the numbers for academia and MNC, the share that I'm generating, these are basis the top filers, but I'm using them as indicative numbers to look at the overall data set as well. So academia, today, academia and research institutes, they contribute around 55% of the filings, while the grant share is less, around 20%, while MNCs, they count for over 70% of the grants. So, we can clearly see, the real grant and innovation is coming from the MNC side there. Now, we see that the data is telling us that there are challenges on the overall grant side. So we can clearly see research is happening. A lot of push is there on the research and innovation side, but it's not really culminating to grants for our country, which means we really need to focus on stronger commercialization. There is really an effort needed on the patent prosecution side as well, where we can build in greater capabilities, and that will actually help us generate more grants and real on-the-ground innovation. Now, if you look at, what are the key areas where most of the innovation is happening, so what we saw was medical devices, health tech, data interoperability, drug discovery. Those were the top areas of focus where we had majority of the grants, and they have been there since 2011. What we are now seeing is a lot of focus on software-driven innovation that is coming through. And when we looked at specific technologies, and today we are talking about AI, then AI is obviously the newer focus area for all sort of innovations that are happening in health tech domain. And what we saw was, if you look at AI patents that are being granted, a lot of them, nearly 30 to 40% of AI patents today converge with other emerging technologies. Say, for example, extended reality, cloud computing, or say 3D printing, some newer areas like quantum, even digital twins. These are the newer areas that are coming up. So you'll find a lot of AI patents have convergence with other technologies. That is broadly true for the overall tech patent ecosystem, and it's definitely true for the health tech ecosystem as well. So moving forward, what we saw was there are challenges in terms of delays in the whole patent timelines that we face. There are certain clauses, the 3K, 3I, those sections which are creating issues when you look at software and AI-driven innovation that's happening in the health tech domain. There's limited commercial pathways we see. R&D is always a challenge. So those are the challenges that we are dealing with as a country and as an industry. Now, recent initiatives like, MedMitra, CRI guidelines, they are a good, positive shift towards building a conducive ecosystem. But I think there's a lot more that is needed to make, India globally competitive on the health tech sphere. So we need to really work on, stronger academia industry startup collaboration, and more details are there in the report. And I think the initiative that IISc is doing is a brilliant step in that direction. faster and more predictable patent examination. And when we see that, we have a lot to learn from the global best practices that other countries are following. So can we adapt all of that? Clear guidance, again, we have a lot of global best practices in the report also charted out, so we can learn a lot from other countries there. Another important area is, the kind of quality of examination that happens in India, though it is improving, but a lot of work needs to be done on that regard as well. And on the World IP Day, on the April 26th this year, we had released another report on how India fares well with respect to global counterparts on the overall patent process. So, some numbers are coming from there also, which signal that we are lagging behind. Now, overall, to solve for the whole global competitive challenge, it's very important that all stakeholders come together and solve for this, the government, academia, startup industry, because, the challenges that we see on the screen today are not something that, any one stakeholder can solve. So I think I rest my case and we'll launch the report formally. But for us, it's important that all stakeholders come together and work towards global competitiveness of India healthcare ecosystem. Okay, now with that, may I please request Girish from GE Healthcare to join us on the stage, Prashant from Optum Operations, and our Sanjeev Malhotra to please come and launch the report for us, formally do the launch. Can we get that launch slide? There's a launch slide, no? Thank you.
Yes, let's give a round of applause for everyone.